Hello everyone, I'm Professor Geek, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to part 5 of my series on Superman cartoon reviews. As we wind down this Superman series, we finally come to the much famed and dearly loved Superman incarnations given to us by Bruce Timm, Paul Dini & Co. I'm talking of course about Superman the Animated Series and the character's continued story arc in Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited. The internet abounds with documentaries, websites, and a passionate fandom for this series. It's a rich topic for the history of Superman and the animation in general. But since Cartoon Superstars is meant to be a series of shorts, and since my own expertise and interest lies in the mythological resonance of superheroes, I'm going to point out some elements of the Superman mythos that these series enhanced or provided. Mythology builds up over time. New elements to characters, their universes, and their stories are added or taken away to see what best resonates with the audience, what elements strengthen the audience connection to the character's archetype. Superman, for example, is the sky god archetype, the child from the stars or from a miraculous birth. He comes to Earth with otherworldly powers to fight for mankind. Superman shares that archetype with Osiris, Heracles, and Thor. He's King Arthur and Paul Bunyan, but he's the version that met the needs and the culture of the 20th century America and beyond. As the public embraced his stories, they cemented certain aspects of the mythos. The addition of Ma and Pa Kent in his wholesome middle America childhood matched up with American values, so that stuck. The Fleischer series addition of Flight matched up with the Sky God archetype, so that stuck. So what about Superman the Animated Series, and its additions to the mythos? One aspect is the setting. Superman and the Golden Age superheroes that followed him were created in the age of Art Deco. Metropolis in the comics and the Fleischer series was influenced heavily by the Art Deco architecture New York City was once rooted in. As the city of tomorrow, Metropolis also took on perceived futuristic elements and technologies. It was a city of skyscrapers with vaulted domes, fast-track subway systems in the sky, and mad scientist technologies just below the surface. Though it was based on a real city, Metropolis took on an otherworldly feel that heightened the escapism of Superman stories. This element was largely lost in on-screen portrayals of the mythos in the years that followed. But Superman the Animated Series gave us a solid return to the cathedral-like high-rises and past-future technologies. To some degree, this was due to the nature of the animated universe already established in Batman the Animated Series. But where Gotham is dark and noir, Metropolis is bright and optimistic. Bruce Timm and Co. were big fans of the Fleischer series and helped maintain that element of the mythos. Whether Superman flies above the architecture or Clark Kent walks amidst the art, the city regained an uncanny aura of hope, which soon showed up again in the comics and on the big screen in Superman Returns. The series added to that Superman-Clark Kent dichotomy in other ways as well. We've spoken a lot this series about how the various voice actors for Superman approached this division. To generalize a bit, portrayals of Clark Kent across the Superman media up to this point have either gravitated toward the cowardly, clumsy Clark, began by Bud Collyer and developed in the Christopher Reeve big screen portrayal, or the respectable everyman a la George Reeves, Dean Cain, or John Byrne's run in the comics. Tim Daly's portrayal in Superman the Animated Series struck a different chord that honored all of the interpretations which had come before. Daly's performance embodies everything wholesome and sincere about the character, and it doesn't matter if he's playing Clark Kent or Superman. That sincerity shows through in either role. The difference is in the amount of confidence he brings to each persona. Not to say that this Clark was weak or insecure, but rather Daly takes to heart the mild-mannered and mild-mannered reporter. His Clark Kent is uncompromising, but unassuming. He doesn't pretend to be something he isn't, he just doesn't project all that he is. Others in the cast prove to be just as iconic, like Dana Delaney's Lois Lane or Clancy Brown's Lex Luthor. Even the guest stars make their mark, such as Brad Garrett as Bibbo and Lobo. Along with the portrayals, the series added new plot twists and character relationships. Producers explored the Kryptonian origin of Brainiac and gave Lex Luthor Mercy Graves, his lethal bodyguard and assistant. The show also pulled the best elements from the different Superman continuities and wove them into one. Supergirl retains her Argo City origin, for example, but her relationship to her cousin is straight out of the Silver Age comic books. And while the series takes a cue from the John Byrne era, with a lesser-powered Superman, it weaves in some of the best Golden, Silver, and Bronze Age elements. Superman needs a spacesuit to fly into space, but he's been visited by the Legion of Superheroes in his childhood, and so on. The universe continued after Superman the Animated Series, with Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Since Tim Daly was already signed to another show, George Newbern stepped into the Superman role, and filled it admirably well. He brought a more authoritative leadership quality that suited the team dynamic, but he maintained much of what Daly had already established in the character. Though not a part of the same animated universe, Bruce Timm and many from the show went on to work on the series of DC animated films, many featuring Superman with either Daly or Newbern at the helm. Who was your favorite of the two Superman portrayals? Which of the animated films do you feel best honors the feel of the animated series? Again, we've only begun to plumb the depths of analysis that are possible for these shows. So let me know what you would add to the conversation below in the comments. And stay tuned for one more installment on this series on Superman cartoon reviews, after which we'll turn our attention to Spider-Man. So until next time, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the superhero stories you love. Thanks for watching.